Guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. My name's Tristan, and today I wanted to comment on the 5 versus 5, Queensberry guys versus Metroon, which is Frank Warren's boys versus Eddie Hearn's boys. And as you know, I mainly focus on the heavyweight fighters of boxing. So let me give you my opinion real quick on some of that stuff. So one, I'm definitely excited about these fights. So let me open the garage for my wife real quick. So Daniel Dubois versus Filip Hrgovic. I'm quite excited about that. I mean, I did hear that Daniel Dubois got smacked up by Filip Hrgovic before, but that also was when Daniel Dubois was much younger. I think he's an improved fighter since he was 21. You would expect that because you got to think, he's been in the ring with Big Joe Joyce and Usyk from that point, and Big Baby Miller. So I think he's digging in and he's had some good wins. So I think that it's going to be really interesting to see how he fares versus Filip Hrgovic. I think it's going to be a pretty decent matchup. As far as predictions, who I think is going to win, I'll be dead honest with you. I think it's a 50-50 fight. Hrgovic has power. Daniel Dubois has power. I see them as similarly skilled. Maybe Filip Hrgovic a little bit more, but I just think it's a toss-up. I really can't put my finger on who I think is actually going to win that fight or not, which is what makes it even more interesting. I think it's more interesting than the next fight, which we're going to talk about. Sorry, I'm so distracted today. So the next fight, you know what? If I'm going to pick one, I'm picking Triple D, Daniel Dubois, just because he's an English boy just like me, and I'm rolling with the Brits. So I'm going with the pick just because of that. That's it. That's me being biased all the way, and unashamedly biased. So the Brits are the best when it comes to the boxing for right now. If Fury beats Usyk. If not, then, then the Ukrainians will still be on top like they have been for many years, with Klitschko and the other Klitschko, Vitaly and Vladimir and Usyk. But anyway, I digress. So let's talk about the next one, which I think is a huge mistake for Wilder. Wilder picking to fight Zhang. Zhang hits so much harder than what Joseph Parker does. And I believe that the game plan that they're going to go for is for Zhang to finish off Wilder within the first 6 rounds, maybe even the first 5 rounds. I don't really think that until he fought Fury, he had not really fought a top heavyweight other than an old Luis Ortiz. Once he hit Fury, Fury is a big boy as well. He struggled with him. Zhang does not have the boxing skills that Fury does, but he hits so much harder than Fury. Let's be honest. He's pretty much put everybody down. He put Hrgovic down a few times, and then he gassed out. So his key, because in all fairness, Deontay Wilder has got a good gas tank. So if he can last, then I think he has a chance of beating Zhang. But I don't even think he's going to make it out the first few rounds. His killer instinct seems to be gone. It was gone in the last fight with Parker, but also it seems like it's gone even in the press conferences. He's not talking like a savage. He's talking like a rich boxer that is just doing it for the money, but he's not really in it to win it. And Zhang is 40 years old. He's got a lot to prove still. And I literally think he's going to do to Deontay Wilder what he did to Joe Joyce. I think he's just going to bang him out there. And I think once he goes down, I don't think he's going to let up. I think he's just going to empty the gas tank, to get Wilder out of there 100%. Yeah, I think this is a terrible mistake for Wilder. I think he actually needed a tune-up fight just for the sake of, if he's truly trying to make a comeback and become champion again, he needs a couple of tune-up fights just to work on his craft, get his confidence back, and then fight someone like Zhang or Parker, or even him versus Joe Joyce, or him versus... I would love to see Wilder versus Daniel Dubois. That would be an awesome fight. But where Wilder is right now, I think he's done. I mean, I don't even really want to see him fight AJ, because I feel like it would be a massacre. And that's not what we want to see for Wilder. I'd rather him bow out gracefully and somewhat still keeping his reputation intact. But yeah, I think all of these top heavyweights are honestly going to just kill him, including Andy Ruiz. I think if Andy Ruiz, after a few tune-up fights Wilder, he'll annihilate him, because he can box and he can hit, as AJ found out, right? So, and even Ruiz versus Parker was a very close fight. I mean, it went to decision. So, pray for Wilder that he doesn't get hurt, because you saw what Zhang did to Joe Joyce. I pray he comes in with a good gas tank. And I also pray that Zhang comes in a few pounds lighter so he can last a few more rounds instead of carrying around 290 pounds. It's insane. But once again, let me know what you think. Comment, like, and subscribe. Please tell me if you think Wilder's going to knock out Zhang. I don't see it. Most boxing experts, which I am not, but most of the experts that's been commenting, believe that Zhang is just going to knock the heck out of Deontay Wilder. Bald head Wilder. He cut all his hair off too. So he don't even have any hair to protect him when he gets hit on top. He's just got that short hair. Zhang's just going to be like, oh, bang! Going to put that big Alabama bruise on Deontay's face. So let's pray that don't happen. I don't want anyone to get hurt. But let's go. I'm excited. Wilder is going to get KO'd. Daniel Dubois is going to beat Philip Hrgovic in the 8th or 9th round. I'm going halfway through the 8th. Let's see if I'm right. So I'm chewing my delicious Lifesaver Mint. See you guys in the next video. Deuces.